Hello everyone! Today we're here to solve this problem that regards the limits imposed to United Kingdom gas market.
To solve this problem, we will start by computing the equilibrium price and quantities for this market. So, we will consider that the supply curve equals to the demand curve and therefore obtain the equilibrium quantity of 100. Now, replacing it in the expression, we will conclude that the equilibrium price is equal to 50. Having done so, and representing both of the expressions on the graph, we observe the optimal point in the current market of 150.
B. Minimum price raised by 54%. That will be equal the price we found in A, 50, multiplied by 54%, that's equal 27. The minimum price is minus 50 plus 27, that's minus 23. With that information, we can compute the new supply curve, that is, the price equal minus 23 plus Q. Now, we can calculate the new equilibrium, that is the state in which the market supply and the demand balance each other. That's going to be the new supply curve equals the demand curve. With further calculations, we'll find that the quantity is 86.5 and the price 63.5. As we can see when drawing the chart, initially we had a price and quantity of equilibrium called upon A, and now, although the situation, the price has increased a little more than double of A. And the new balance at point B, drawn in blue, the amount has not decreased in the same proportion. This will already be expected since the good is an utility. Now, we calculate the price elasticity considering the new equilibrium. Price elasticity measures the change in consumption in relation to the change in its prices. The equation is equal to the percentage change in demand divided by the change in price multiplied by the price divided by demand. Making the calculations, we'll find that the price elasticity is 0.7. 0.7 is smaller than 1, so it's inelastic, meaning that the change in price leads to a smaller percentage change in demand.
As we are told in question C, the marginal social benefits of this strategy exceeds in 30 the marginal private benefits. We also know that the marginal social costs exceeds the marginal private costs in 50. By adding these values to hold supply and demand curves, we get two new curves, MSV equal to 180 minus Q and MSC equals to Q. This way, we can get a new equilibrium C by intersecting MSP and MSC. Finally, we find an efficient quantity equals to 90.
In this graphic, we have point A that regards the initial market equilibrium. Since there is a negative externality that increases social costs by 30 and a positive externality that increases social benefits by 50, we have found point B that results from the new supply and demand curves that is the most efficient point. So, it is possible to conclude that point B is Pareto efficient and that point A is not an Pareto efficient point because it is possible to improve despite the market being in perfect competition.
There are two different types of externalities in this situation. The one that increases the social costs is a negative externality of 50. On the other hand, we have a positive externality which increases the social benefits by 30. Since these externalities are both constant, to solve this situation, the government could impose a tax with the same value of the negative externality, 50, and give a subsidy in the amount of the positive externality. Summing up, the government could use a piggy tax of 20. Therefore, the externality is internalized by the agents and the efficient quantity is produced.